is going on, guys? My name is Dustin. Welcome back to the Minecraft channel, and welcome to the first ever episode of, I don't know what I'm going to call this, probably Dustin Talks. If you guys have a better episode or better name, let me know. Basically what this series is, I made a video talking about it yesterday where I said I'm going to make a series where I give you guys like or not really hints, but tips and tricks or advice on starting a YouTube channel, about real life stuff, whatever you guys want it to be, so you guys can leave me different types of questions and topics down below and we will discuss it in an episode. Now, if you guys are here to see me build cool stuff, this is not focused on building. This is more focused on me answering your question, interacting with you guys, rather than what I'm building. So, this isn't a tutorial. This is me just doing tedious work like filling in skyscraper floors or roads or building little street lights. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, this is more commentary oriented and not so much about the gameplay. But if you guys are curious, I'm going to be filling in floors in this skyscraper right here. This is actually going to be a skyscraper that you were going to see a tutorial of in the future. Here's kind of an idea of what the little lobby looks like so far. I don't want to give too much away. But what we're going to do is just kind of use these materials. I'm going to fill this in. And the topic I got today was from that random channel. I'll pop it up on the screen. It says, good equipment to use when starting a YouTube channel would make a good first episode. Well, thank you, that random channel. And that's what we're going to discuss today, is equipment to use when starting a YouTube channel. So, basically, the thing about YouTube is it just depends on what you want to do. Now, I would assume because you guys are watching me, you're probably going to want to do gaming YouTube channels. Or if you already have a YouTube channel and you're looking to upgrade equipment, this is also a good thing to listen to. Like I said, it really just depends on what you want to do. But we're going to touch on all aspects here. We're going to talk about console gaming, which is what I do. We're going to talk about PC gaming, vlogging, and stuff like that. That is what I'm most familiar with, but there's tons of different things you can do on YouTube. Now, we're going to go ahead and start off with equipment that you need to start a YouTube channel. You need three very important things. One of those things being a computer. You need a computer. Does it have to be the best computer in the world? No, it doesn't. If you guys already have a computer, like a family computer, or you have a laptop, start with what you have. The most important thing is to remember that you don't have to go and break your bank to start a YouTube channel. Honestly, it's, just in case you don't know if you're going to like it or not. And YouTube is not cheap. It is very expensive. It is an expensive hobby. And eventually, as your channel grows, you're going to want to upgrade equipment. But you definitely need a computer. That is a must. Even if you're doing console gaming, if you're doing, PC gaming, of course, you're going to need a computer. Even vlogging. I mean, you got to, upload a video somehow. Unless you do it from your phone, YouTube has an awesome app that you can download. But we'll talk more on that when we get to the vlogging section. So, you need a computer, you need your internet. Obviously, you need internet, some source of internet, whether you have to go somewhere, but you need internet to upload the videos. Also, you need a microphone of some sort, especially if you're doing PC or console gaming. You don't have to use a microphone right away. You can just upload, no commentary gameplays, which people still watch, actually. It's really not a bad thing. You just got to do what you have, Like I said, don't break your bank trying to make this happen. Start basic. Now, if you're going to record PC gameplay, like I said, a computer is a must, and a microphone, and internet to upload the video. But, internet's, you can get internet anywhere. I mean, we have wireless internet nowadays. You can drive down the street and pick up wireless internet. But I recommend having a somewhat decent computer. Now the thing is you could have a computer and you could run Minecraft perfectly fine, but when you record, a lot of the times recording softwares use up a lot of the PC's, power, and you can really get laggy gameplays, or it can be very framey, and the frame rate can just get a little weird, which, it can be frustrating, especially when you're trying to make good content, but stuff like that happens, and, you just gotta take it as it is. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, okay, I have a PC, I have some sort of microphone, my PC can run Minecraft, okay, like, what do I do? How do I record? Now, here's the nice thing about PCs, or computers. There are a multitude of different programs and applications you can use to record your gameplay. There's free ones, and of course you have ones that are, paid. You have to pay to use. You can do trial versions of certain programs to see if you're going to like it or not, and a lot of the times the programs on the computer that you use to record, for like a very basic one, for just starting out, they are very, very affordable. Not that much at all. I know Lassie has a couple different programs. I know there's a program called Fraps. There's a program called Camtasia Studios. I'm trying to think. Bandicam, Murillo's Action, which is a paid one. There's free versions of most of these, but the thing is you're going to have a big watermark on your screen. And you've probably seen it where you see like Bandicam across the top of a screen, or the little Murillo's Action logo and stuff like that. So there are alternatives, but a lot of the times those alternatives comes with a cost. Now I think if you have an Intel, or I don't want to say NVIDIA, an Intel, or what is the other like processor? Intel and I can't think. I honestly can't remember. But there's a free program called Raptor. It's RPTR. I will put a link to it down in the description. I'm gonna have a link to all the stuff I talked about down in the description, so you guys can go check it out. But Raptor is a great program. I use Raptor on my computer. I know Lassie uses Raptor to record some computer stuff. It is a very good program, and it's free, so you really can't complain. Just look up Raptor, RPTR, and, see if it's compatible with your computer. I don't even think it will let you download it if it's not, or if it does let you download it, it just won't work if it's not compatible. So, Raptor's a good program. There's a program called Fraps, like I said. There are many different things to use to record your screen. A great free program that I actually use as well is called OBS. OBS, so many people use OBS. OBS is very, very popular. OBS stands for Open Broadcast Software. A lot of people actually use it to do stuff like live streaming, and like I said, even just recording videos. I've actually used OBS. I like OBS. Some people have issues with OBS. I mean, it really just depends. It's really personal preference in the end, what you like. You can also buy internal capture cards for your computer, which is nice. I actually don't have... The brand I use to use console, you can actually buy for your computer. I don't know how much they cost. I've never really looked into it, but we'll talk about that when we talk about console stuff. But OBS is a great program. Definitely look into it. Now, like I said, a microphone is important, and you can get different microphones. I mean, you can go to Walmart or Target or whatever your closest department store is, Best Buy, and you can get like a little headset microphone, just a cheap $5, $10 one, and use that as well. Is it going to be the best quality? Of course not, but it's going to get the job done. Like I said, if you're on a budget and you're kind of iffy about it, or if your parents are helping you, and giving you money towards this or buying you this stuff and they don't want to spend a whole lot of money, then, just do a lot of research. There are so many great alternatives that you guys can find and use in order to create content. But get a microphone. Now, if you do have a microphone and you feel like you want to step the quality up and you're kind of at that point where, like, okay, I really like doing YouTube, then there's great microphone alternatives. Personally, I use an Audio-Technica AT2020. Now, that is a higher-end microphone. That's a studio quality mic. So, of course, it's going to sound good. What? Yeah, I know. I'm going to talk about that. I'm with Lassie. Mine is a little higher end, and Lassie has, I think it's called the ATR 2500. The ATR 2500. Lassie has the Audio-Technica ATR 2500, or something like that. I will put a link to it down in the description, along with everything that I use as well. But there are other great USB microphones that you can get for a fairly cheap price. I know a Blue Snowball is really popular. Blue Yetis are really popular. Mr. G-Stuff actually uses a Blue Snowball. I think Willard uses a Blue Snowball. But like I said, I have an Audio-Technica, which is a studio quality mic. It's a little higher end, and it sounds phenomenal. And I'm using Lassie's microphone right now, so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm working with here. He's using the ATR 2500, which that's what I'm recording my voice on right now. Yeah, and there's another thing. It's something I do. Like, if you are serious about starting a YouTube channel and you think it's something that you're really going to get into, do your research. Look up different microphones, see what people recommend, and really it comes down to personal preference. you know, there's going to be some you like, there's going to be some you don't like. I mean, you just got to look it up, watch videos on it, watch reviews, and just really look into what is going to be better for you. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's you that's using the microphone, it's you that's making the content with it, so you need to look and see what you like in order, you know, to make your decision final, because it's very important. I just screwed this up. There we go. It's very important to do research. I know when I was looking into my capture cards, I did a ton of research on all the different capture cards, and I made my choice, and I'm glad I did. So like I said, it really just comes down to personal preference and what you want and what you like. Whatever you think is going to benefit you, that's what you should go for, because that's important. If you don't like it, then, and you're stuck with it, then, you know, that's going to suck. Now, let's go ahead and talk about console gameplay. Now, to do consoles, you need a little bit more than what you would need for a PC. You need a capture card, and capture cards can have a pretty hefty price tag depending on what you want. Now, I have what is called an AverMedia Live Gamer Portable, or the AverMedia LGP. AverMedia makes other great capture cards, but after doing research, that's just what I ended up going with, and I'm very happy with it. Lassie actually uses the same thing. I recommended it to him because basically it's very user-friendly. It's easy to use, easy to set up. It's practically foolproof. I mean, you really can't mess it up unless you don't know what you're doing. Then you can mess it up. But there are other alternatives as well, such as an Elgato, which if you guys know anything about YouTube or have done research on YouTube and recording gameplays, then you probably know Elgato is easily the most popular capture device. Now, I didn't go with an Elgato because I've heard that Elgatos have a lot of problems. Mr. G-Stuff actually has a lot of issues with his Elgato. Willard has issues with his Elgato, and I know some other people that have issues with their Elgato. Now, I'm not saying that Elgato is a bad capture card by any means. They're great capture cards, but like I said, it's personal preference. It's what you like. I know Elgatos, I think the software is a little more in depth. They're going to be a little harder to use, but, you know, as you record gameplays over time and stuff, obviously you kind of get used to it, and, you know, you can work the programs a little better. But like I said, I've just known people to have problems with Elgato, and that's why I went with the AverMedia. There are other great brands. I know Roxio makes something that's, you know, budget friendly. What else is there? The Hauppauge HD PVR. Those were the go-to back in the day. That's what everybody used, was the HD PVR. But I'm going to leave a link to all this stuff where you can buy it off Amazon. And, you know, just shop around. Don't necessarily buy off Amazon. You can find things cheaper just other places. I'm just going to link Amazon because for me, it's just easier to just search it on Amazon because I buy everything off Amazon. So, yeah. So I'll leave a link to the microphones. I will leave a link to, you know, the capture cards. And also the OBS, if you guys are going to record PC, I will leave a link to OBS because it is a free-to-use program to record your gameplay. And you can actually record console gameplay with it too, but you have to have a capture card. I think my capture card was... Oh man, I bought this capture card like 3 years ago. I think I paid around 150. I'm pretty sure, which... No, it wasn't. I didn't pay 200. No, I think I only might have paid 130 for it, to be honest, or 140. It was over $100. I know Elgatos are over $100. I don't know about the HD PVRs anymore, or the Roxios. I think they're, you know, they're cheaper. Of course, you know, like, they're still HD quality, but, you know, obviously there's better capture cards on the market. I know there's something called like a Blackmagic Intensity Pro, which are like $400. Those things are absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure those record in 4K. So if you really want to step up your content and spend $400, then go for it. That's not me, because that is just crazy. Especially for Minecraft. I don't think you can watch Minecraft in 4K. That'd be so weird. Minecraft in 4K. But, of course, to record console, you're also going to want a microphone. And if you have like a headset like Astros or Turtle Beaches, I know you can use those to record audio too. I don't know how, so please don't ask, because I have no clue. I only know how to use my USB microphone, which that's why I recommend getting some sort of USB microphone. And what's nice about the AverMedia and other programs is, like, when you plug your microphone into the computer, those programs automatically read them. So all you do is select them, click record, and you're good to go. And of course, to do YouTube, you're going to need editing programs. If you want to edit your videos and add music and add intros and stuff like that, you're going to need editing software. Now, good editing software is really, really expensive. I'm pretty sure to buy a Sony Vegas license, which is what I use, it costs like, oh, well, how much is the license? Probably like $500. It's yeah, it's super expensive, but use what you have. I know YouTube has a video editor that you can use that is free. Don't download stuff illegally, which, you know, a lot of people do, but, you know, just use what you have. Windows Movie Maker, it's not the greatest thing, but hey, if it works, it works, and that's all that matters, right? You're just trying to get your video edited, and like I said, you're not going to be able to do anything like super fancy crazy with it, but when you're just starting out, you don't need anything like that. It's best to just kind of keep your options open, and just like I said, just use what you have, because I don't know how this elevator is going to work. I didn't really think this through. We'll fix that later. But just use what you have, guys. Don't, like I said, don't break your bank, because if you spend all this money and you find out that you don't like making YouTube videos, then you're going to be mad that you spent all that money, or your parents are going to be mad that they spent all that money and you're not doing anything with it. So just start simple. Now, if you want to make thumbnails, which thumbnails are what is going to grab the people's attention. Like, obviously, if I take a screenshot of this city and put it over the thumbnail, chances are people are going to click the video because the thumbnail has a picture of a Minecraft city in it, and that's the truth. It's not clickbaity or anything. It's just, you know, you got to make nice-looking thumbnails. And there's great alternatives for that, too. I know Photoshop, which is super expensive, but the cool thing is Adobe offers this option where you can pay, I think, like $7 to $10 a month, and you can have access to After Effects, which is a great editing program. You have access to the latest version of Photoshop, Adobe Lightroom, and other things for only like $10 a month. It's well worth it, and in the end, you actually end up paying off the program, and then you own it when it's all said and done. Now, mind you, like I said, these programs are really expensive and cost hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. But just use what you got. If you don't want to spend $10 a month, or your parents don't want to spend $10 a month, then use something free. A free good photo editor is GIMP. Now, you're not going to be able to make like the best like thumbnails. You're not going to be able to do too much with it. But if you're just starting out, it is perfect. And I know there's websites where I think you can go on and create art on there now and upload it to YouTube and stuff like that, which is honestly kind of cool. But, you know, like I said, you just got to use what you got. It's so hard to talk about this stuff, but you just got to do research. Research is the most important thing. That's how you're going to find out the most useful information for what you need. Now, when I started YouTube, I started with literally nothing. Mr. G-Stuff would drive an hour away. I'm just doing this to kind of figure out where I want to be here. There we go. He would drive an hour to my house, bring his computer because I didn't have one. I didn't have a capture card, I didn't have a microphone, and he would bring all that stuff over just so I could make a couple YouTube videos, and then he would edit them and upload them and make the thumbnails and everything. So I started with nothing. And the more and more I did it is when I discovered that I really liked doing YouTube videos, and it was something that I was ready to commit myself to, so that's why I spent the money that I spent. Now, I am by no means even close to having everything I want or everything I need, but I have what I need now to really keep me going, and you know, I have nice stuff, but over time, you know, if it's something you like, then that's when you think about upgrading your equipment. You know, you don't have to buy top of the line stuff right away. If you can, great, but not everybody can afford that stuff, especially younger kids that want to make YouTube videos, like, you know, like you guys watching these videos. A lot of you are younger, you know, and you want to do stuff like this, but, you know, your parents don't understand, and I was there. But just start with what you have. I know you probably I still see it today, where people literally take their cell phones or some sort of cameras and prop them up on books or whatever and record their TV. If that's the way you have to start, then that's the way you have to start. Always try this to see if you're going to like it, because you may watch a lot of YouTube videos and think that, oh, I want to do this, but the thing is YouTube's not for everybody. Either you hate it or you don't like it, you know, or you love it or you hate doing it. You know, you just got to try it before you actually decide to go out and spend the money. Now, if you guys already make YouTube channel or make YouTube videos and you're looking to upgrade, like I said, I'll have a link to all the stuff we talked about down in the description, and you can go click all those links. I'm gonna link exactly what I use, and then I'm going to link the cheaper alternatives to what I use, and that way you guys can get an idea of what upgraded equipment looks like and what, you know, basic I'm just starting YouTube equipment looks like, and just go with whatever fits your needs. If you have the money to spend, then by all means, you know, start out big. But you don't, you know, you watch these other YouTubers and they're like, oh, you need a $1,500 computer and you need this and you need that. You don't need that. Start with what you have. Like I said, if you start YouTube and you find out you don't like it and you spend all that money, then what? You're kind of stuck with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That's really all I have for you. Leave some topics down there for me to discuss in the next episode, and we'll do that. So I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. As always, I'll see you later in another video.